Universal message. Message universel. Universal message. Message universel.
Yeah, no, fire burns Babylon system. Yeah, no, fire burns Babylon system. They're burning the earth, no, and killing our youth. But righteousness soon rise and bear the fruit.
Fire under system that trade true for gold. Fire underground enslaving we bold. They write the story, erase the course. They sell the world from the symbol course. But with the storm that they cannot contain, pulse of the earth, break down this chain. We raise from the dust, reclaim our fame. Fire under system, no more games.
They worship the dollar,
Forget about the soul.
but gold cannot buy
What the truth control.
every lie cry.
Under the sound of the drum.
I say fire, burn the system.
Message universel.
Fire burns Babylon system.
Universal
Babylon
message.
system.
Message universel. Welcome. Nous disons bienvenue. Message universel. Universal message. It is official universal message. And again, we know you have a lot of different options of different programs to be watching, but you choose to spend this time with me. So I want you to know it is greatly appreciated. Nous avons plusieurs options pour choisir pour garder nous. Nous sommes bienvenus. For my Haitian speakers, universal message, we will have some episodes in Creole. Reason we do not mix it up here is for the time spent. But we will have some episodes, as you can see, some shorts try to address that to make sure we break down the walls of language barrier. So, again, welcome to Universal Message. My name is Jimmy Alexandre. Yes, I am your host. Again, it is a pleasure to be here with you today. Today, we have a very interesting topic for you. It is called The Mask of the Narcissist. Manipulation, control, and hidden intentions. So we seek to talk about narcissists, a person who is a narcissist. If you really think about it, just about every one of us has somebody we know, somebody we've dealt with, whether currently, in the past, that we can say, yeah, that's a narcissist. And if you're not sure, hopefully, by the end of this episode, you'll be like, yeah, I understand what a narcissist is, and now I know exactly what I got to do to keep away from such a wicked, wicked personality, wicked individual, wicked person. We are going to talk about the mask of the narcissist. Now, this is not a physical mask. It is a psychological mask. Some people don't study people because they want to love them. Some of us study people so we can know how to deal with people, so we can know how to help people, so we can know how to enhance and uplift people. On the other side of that token, some people study people simply they can understand traits so they can manipulate, so they can use information about people as a weapon so they can dominate. And that's the difference in some of the traits that's going to help you identify what a narcissist is. Many narcissist people appear to be charming, intelligent, caring, charismatic, confident, and that caused them to excel in a lot of ways because of the cunning, deceiving ways. While they can put up this mask and keep that front, today we will learn, if we pay attention, we truly seek to understand, at some point, that mask will slip. And when it does, you begin to see all of their true colors, who they really are. And often, you will find the complete opposite. Often, you will find the very thing that they say they're not. The very thing they're constantly trying to remind you of, trying to defend, is exactly what they are. Even worse. Tonight, we break down narcissism, manipulation, emotional control, hidden intentions, and the warning signs. Yes, the warning signs we often overlook. The warning signs we often ignore. To understand what is narcissism, we need to understand the word. Well, the word narcissism comes from the Greek mythology. Greek mythology. A lot of the stories you hear. Medusa with the hair of snakes. And some may argue, even the very Bible that is used to manipulate us or to manipulate you. It's considered mythology. Without capturing the true meanings, some parts are taken literally, and while the parts are taken abstract, whatever suits the purpose to get the point across, to fulfill the agenda. But the word itself came out of the root word Narcissus. Narcissus was a guy who became obsessed with his own reflection. Narcissism includes excessive self-focus, lack of empathy, except when it suits their agenda, lack of sensibility, again, except when it suits their agenda, the need for admiration, to be noticed, emotional manipulation, and inflated self-importance. Often these individuals want to feel important. They want to feel looked up to. They want to feel like they are somebody in this room. A confident person, so we can understand the difference, would probably say, I believe in myself. Is there anything wrong with believing in yourself? Although society, religion, often try to divert us from the self-concept and try to dip us into looking outside of our self-concept. Whereas a narcissist would say, I need to feel superior to you. Which starts to help us understand the difference. Not everybody who is confident means that they are a narcissist. But when you follow their words, more importantly, their actions, over time, you can indeed identify them. We have to take a look at some traits and patterns, true patterns. Not everyone who hurts you is a narcissist. Sometimes we go through bad breakups, bad relationships, and we accuse that individual to be a narcissist. That could be a thing of perception. And we need to be able to identify patterns, traits, and contrast to a situation. We have to be precise. Just because you were hurt by somebody does not make that person a narcissist. Sometimes in relationship, there's going to be a dominant one. That does not make this individual a narcissist. But you got to follow the traits, the patterns. Those cannot and will not lie. And over time, as I've stated, shall be revealed. As we continue, not every selfish moment equals a narcissist individual. The real question is not whether somebody hurt you once, but rather the behavior is repeated, and it is a pattern. This individual is never wrong. No accountability. If you watch consistently, if a narcissist person apologizes, you've got them in the corner and they got to get out. So at that point, like a chameleon, they will switch. They will perform differently just to get back in. And where you ask? Well, in control, because that's the whole point. A narcissist wants to always be in control. And one side of their mouth, they say, no, I don't need control. I'm just here to add to the whole. But in their actions, their behaviors, the words coming out their mouth, they seek to always be in control. Accountability, empathy, blame shifting, emotional exhaustion, manipulation, and repeated patterns. Sound like it keeps going on, right? It's about the patterns. It's about paying attention to those little details. Any class that I teach, it's always one theme, paying attention to details, because that's how you know the truth. That's how you really see clearly. That's how you prevent from jumping into your own perception. That's how you prevent taking somebody else's truth as your belief. So, traits are moments, patterns reveal character. Traits are moment, patterns reveals character. So, we have to understand that a narcissist operates in certain ways. Narcissists are individuals you must study carefully. And they too will study people very carefully. They often are the ones really paying attention to, because they're looking to see how they can dominate. What is your need? Because if you have a need and I actually have the solution to your need, that puts me in control. And that's why narcissists will pay attention. But if you are self-aware and you are paying attention to details, that's how you can recognize them, not to be like them. So you can refrain yourself from being under their control. It said 2 lions does not occupy the same territory. One lion, all the lioness. Once that cub grows and become a full-grown lion, got to go find your own tribe. And that's part of the reason why. Narcissists will study your insecurities, like I mentioned, your needs, the things that are important to you, the things you seek to accomplish. They'll study that. They may present themselves as one who is able to help you with that. In one hand in front of you, they're with you. In the other hand, opportunity present to really show they're with you, wording changes. And somehow, some way, it's always your fault because, well, you didn't do this, or you didn't say that, or you didn't make me understand that. One hand behind their back, always undermining. To a manipulator, your emotions are data. They will study your insecurity, your loneliness, your traumas, your kindness, your emotional wounds. The more you tell them about you, the more information they gather. And to some level, your need for validation. To some level. Some folks live off of validation, especially this generation. It's all about validation. It's all about how many views. It's all about the comments. It's all about feeling seen. So to some level, because no matter what it is that you're doing, you like to get some validation to know it's being good. But going overboard with it, that's where you have to be aware. And you may or should start questioning. These individuals are manipulators. At first, they will love bomb you. Ever been in a relationship at the beginning? Things are so great. He is the nicest guy. He is so considerate. He is all about me. Then what happened? All of a sudden, I become the worst person in the world. This person had just somehow, some way made your life miserable. And that was both for male and female, by the way. She was just the best thing that ever. And before you know it, man, the confrontations, the masculine energy just overwhelmed the room. What happened? Love bombing. That's what it is. For those of you who's questioning the word love bombing. Excess amount of affection, attention at first, emotional intensity, you can feel it. This person is all about me, all about what I'm doing, into the things that I'm into. We have so much in common. And these individuals seek to attach quick to make you feel like, man, we've known each other. We are practically family. Mirroring means becoming what you trust until you gain access. I wanted to put that in there. In other words, they mirror your interests. They mirror the things that are important to you and make it important to them. We have so much in common. Let's join forces. Let's do this. We are two folks of understanding. We can definitely work together. The whole time there is an agenda. There is an intent. There is something to gain. While you, on the other hand, go into this wholeheartedly. No hidden agenda. Just believing, hey, we have the same things in common. Therefore, let's make it happen. We can help the whole. And that individual the whole time is looking, seeking to help themselves. Comes right back to the family, for my family. The excuse, do anything for my family, because somehow, some way, your family is more important than the next person's family. Your needs are more important than the next person's needs. Instead of looking, hey, we all have needs. We all have needs. We all seek to accomplish something. But somehow, some way, we have been conditioned competitively to be competitors. Crabs. In order for me to rise, I must pull you down. Traits of a narcissist. In business and professional settings, narcissists often succeed early because they appear, again, like we said, charismatic, dominant, persuasive, and confident. Many people, as we have said, mistaking confidence for competent. Some narcissists, if they were competent, they would realize who they have around them. And if they were really, really smart, over time, they could have achieved their whole agenda without even having to show their true colors. But often someone denial. And they just want to dominate long term. But want to take the control now. They dominate conversations. That's one of the very first traits that you can tell about a narcissist. Often, they will dominate a conversation. You're constantly finding yourself saying, hey, can I get a few words in? Well, let me finish. Okay, I heard you, but listen, let me finish this thought. Often, throughout the whole conversation. You want to follow traits? If there is 100 words said in a conversation with a narcissist, maybe you'll get 5 words in, while 95 words they're going to put in. Why? Because that's who they are. They have to dominate the room. That's what makes them feel important. That makes them feel like they're somebody. Foundation on nothing but hatred, self-centered selfishness. What's in it for me? That's all they ever think about. So they dominate the conversations. Always. Always find yourself struggling to get a point across dealing with a narcissist. I'm not talking about just a one-time thing. Consistently. Consistently. That's a narcissist. That's a trait of a narcissist. Not only do they dominate the conversation through interruption, because they're always interrupting you, so you don't get that point across because they interrupt you based on one word you said, and then that interruption brings other things down that you got to make clear, and then you never get a point across. And then they end the conversation dominating. Why? Because they baited you, you fall into it, and that's how a narcissist continues to remain in power. Case in point, look at again our current administration. Group of people can definitely say, yeah, this is great. Great things are happening. Other people may disagree, depending on what party line you are in. But one thing we all can agree with, if you disagree with our current administration on any point, it's not going to be an open debate to say, okay, well, why do you disagree? Or self-reflection, you an enemy. Facts, whether you want to admit it or not. That's what it is. So, they dominate conversation. They switch and bait, constantly interrupting. And intellectually, they're trying to position themselves as if they're in the know. They have the information. They're correct. You ever take the time to listen? So, what does that do? It creates confusion. Never get anything done, leaving them thinking they're on top. And often they are, because they bombard you. You're overwhelmed with all the different things that come. And then you go and reflect about it, feeling like, I know I'm right. But guess what? You didn't even get your point across, because that narcissist will not let you. Because they know if you get your point across, that would maybe, just maybe, force them to back up. A narcissist. That's one of the main traits to look out for. They constantly redirect conversation back towards themselves. So on one side, they'll tell you, no, this is not about me. You know me. You know me. I don't do things for me. I don't just look at myself. You know me. No, don't tell me I know you. Show me you through your words, and most importantly, through your actions. Because at the end of the day, a guy like me who is paying attention will see exactly who you are. And a guy like me will always find myself like this. For those who want to hear, for those who want to listen. They often manage upward and manipulate downward, because it's all about manipulation. It's all about domination. It's all about control for a narcissist. More signs of narcissists. They're constantly looking for validation. That's why in the conversation, they're constantly, you know me, right? You know I'm not like that. Always looking for validation. By dominating, trying to get the spotlight, focusing on them. Always. Traits. Patterns, rather, to look for. Gaslighting and manipulating of reality. They'll change things up. And if they realize how aware you are, they may come in agreement with you. Again, seeking to show we're in the same page. They'll come back around. And some of us with hearts, passion, truly, honestly, wanting to help people. Yeah, I fall for it. I know I've been a victim of that. I fall for it. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay, well, you see it. Let's pick up. Let's get going. Till they turn around. It's not their fault. They cannot help it. Their true color is going to come out. Unless you're just not paying attention. Their true colors will come out. And sometimes it's okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And sometimes it's okay to take that first shame. Try not to take it a third time. Learn from it. That third time, you come around, if you even have the opportunity, and you don't get stopped at the door. Narcissists. They ask, how can I benefit from you? That's the agenda. That's what's in their mind. While they're here saying, hey, how can I benefit you? What can I do to help? But truly, at the end of the day, it's really, how can I benefit from you? What you're doing. So narcissists will seek to come in and change the whole thing you're doing. This is a great thing you're doing. Let's change the name. So they can feel part of ownership. Narcissists. Yeah, we'll keep your whole plan, but let's change the name. Instead of giving credit where it's due, put in the effort, put in wholeheartedly, say, hey, let me help carry this load. Let's bring it somewhere. Because their agenda was never pure to begin with. So they're going to find different ways. And at the end, the true colors will come out, amounted to what? Nothing. If the shoe fit, put it on. It matches. It's not just business, where narcissists will try to manipulate you in business. Gossips, rumors. Usually you'll find those individuals at the very top of those situations. However, in a family setting, family and relationships, you have narcissists. Manipulation does not become healthy simply because it came from your family or those you're trying to live with as family, those you've taken in as brothers, sisters, family members, genuinely. Does not make it okay. That's just the way they are. Whether it's your mother, your father, or biological brother, sister, cousin, whatever, does not make it okay. Often, we make excuses for those individuals. Well, that's just the way dad is. Well, if dad is a narcissist, we need to identify dad as a narcissist, call him out, and if that means setting your parameters, then that's what has to be done. But by any means, no, you do not, should not, have to deal with it. Now, before the age of maturity, you may not have no choice. But once an adult, you have a choice. If you stay, make excuses for it, that's a you problem. You're accepting it. But you don't have to. Sometimes it's okay to draw the distance, to give the long stick. You stay there, I stay here. We can communicate if we have to. With the understanding, your manipulation will no longer work on me. Your deception will no longer have any power over me. Keep on moving. The title family does not give anybody the right to manipulate you. Simply does not. Social media and modern narcissists These individuals, we now live in a culture where narcissistic traits seems to be rewarded. People like somebody who's dominant because they misconstrued a narcissist with somebody who's confident and dominant. So it's rewarded. It's a great thing. It's popular. Clout chasing. Validation addiction. Always looking. How many views do I got? Hey, look, how many views I got here? Man, I got so many views. Do this show. Some of you was looking, yeah, you could invest and try to get views. But the things that I say, the things that I share are for those who need it. And when they come across it, they'll listen. That's why you're here. Because there's something that I may say to stimulate your thought, to help out in a decision, to identify your surroundings. Not for the clout. If I get 5 views, then I like for it to be 5 views of people who actually needed this information. I will never get excited because I get 1,000 views. Have some things that went viral, some reels, clips that we've put out. Never get excited over that because it's not about validation. It's not about the clout. It's about reaching out to somebody right now who's listening to this that I just help identify that narcissist in your life that's dominating you. Take that load off your back and put it down. Put it down. You don't need that. You don't need that person in your life. How does that person enhance your life? Connection, people they know? You don't need that. All you need is you. Not to say people don't need people, but the right people. People that seek to enhance you. People that seek to uplift you. Not people that seek to control and dominate you. You have to be able to identify the difference. It goes so bad with social media where some will fake the lifestyle that they live. Their performative behavior and attention culture dominate social media. That's the times that we are living in. That's what people seek. People don't want to hear truth. People don't even know what truth is anymore because we've been conditioned so bad. But the narcissist will stand as if their truth is the only thing there is, instead of balancing. See, truth is not afraid of being questioned. Truth is not afraid of listening and then finding ways to validate facts. Not raising their voice because they're the only one that has something to say, but listening and then sharing. That's why I invite anyone, politicians, religious figures, or just anyone in the community who would like to speak about something, whether I agree with it or not. Well, I do promise you, you will have a chance to speak. We will talk about it. We will have order. No longer that chaotic, narcissistic behavior. Yeah, it makes good viewing. Or as the word we used to often use, controversy. Controversy, yeah, we can have a heated conversation with respect. Not that narcissistic or demonic behavior. Dominant behavior. Nah, let's talk about it respectfully. Let's listen, let's speak, let's share. So, that's the world we are living in. Some people no longer seek connection, they seek audience. I prefer the connection where we can talk about things. If something you disagree with what I said, comment. I'll comment back. As long as you're respectful. If you're not respectful, you just trying to get a little clout, and I just may not put any energy towards it. But if it's realistic, let's have a conversation. Because that's what I seek for. Not your validation, but your connection. I can learn something, you can learn something, we grow, we elevate. I know some may not agree with that. So, what do we do when we identify a narcissistic person with narcissistic traits, behaviors, seeking to dominate you, seeking to control you? What do we do? Stop trying to convince them. I no longer try to convince them. I look at them now. And that's how I am. I'm just looking at you. Yeah, I know how you are. Just not what you're saying you are. I've seen the light that way because I could see right through you. Self-awareness helps us become aware of others when they seek to dominate and control us. That's what we have all around us. All around us. If it's not politics and the laws, then it's religion. If it's not religion, then it's the friends that you have, the narcissistic friends that you have seeking to dominate and control you. All around us. And what we already have, we've been born into, is a script already under the control of the powers to be. And boop, here we are, born right into it, trying to figure out, man, and those of us who are aware, who's awakened to this, how do we get out of this? I believe enough of us, understanding that, have enough respect to share. Growing. It's the one way we can shed that light. If not, darkness will continue to dominate. So, you watch the patterns, not the words. Does their actions meet what they're saying? You remove emotional dependency because dependency creates control. Don't depend on them for nothing. You do business with them. Maybe you are a person of your word. You already started a business transaction. Finish it. Maybe they might learn something just because you did that. Because if it was them, they probably would walk away, not finish the transaction, not keep their word. They don't know how to. But they'll claim, I'm a man of my word. I'm a woman of my word. They'll tell me, show me. Do not let them control you. The moment you emotionally detach, the manipulation weakens. The grip released. Get yourself out of there. That's how you deal with that. That's how you get out of that. Once you identify one, walk away. Finally, not everybody who enters your life comes with good intentions. No matter how much you would want them to. Doesn't matter what sector, church, religion, doesn't matter what sector. Not everybody who enters your life comes with good intention. I kid you not. But some of you know that already. Some arrive to build with you. Some arrive to study you, to see what they can get out of you. Oh, you come in here with something good. Let me get myself in. What can I get out of that? Manipulators study weakness, loneliness, kindness, and emotional wounds. They will play on your weaknesses. They will play on your past, things that they learn about you. Pay attention to patterns. Not charm, not promises, because they do make a lot of fake promises. or we're gonna accomplish this together, and then turn around and do the opposite. Had great opportunity to make it happen, turn around, then they self-sabotage you. Because they realize, well, if I help this way, you may leave me behind. I may not get what I'm really seeking for. You're too smart for me. You may fly by me. So I got this opportunity, but I myself gonna ruin it for you. The shoe fit, put it on. The relationship was never truly about connection when those people walk into your lives. Perhaps a lesson, definitely a lesson. Be thankful if you identify. You learn from that lesson. Makes it a lot easier for the next one that come around because those people do circulate. Protect your peace, your mind, and your emotion. Protect your peace, your mind, and your emotion, as well as your emotional space. And very importantly, guys, as you protect your peace, your mind, emotion, your space, protect your perception. Because these people will seek to intrude on your perception so that you may see things their way. Taking logic, common sense, and throwing it out the window so that they can lead, dominate, control you. Which is what's happening. Social media control your perception, control your thoughts. Critical thinking has just become a thing of the past. Thinking for yourself has just become a thing of the past. Even though you swear up and down you're your own person, that thought you have, the way you see things, that's just you, without acknowledging or realizing the conditioning from yay high that has brought you to that perception, that has brought you to that way of thinking. As long as somebody can convince you that you need them, they maintain power over you. Maybe I should repeat that for you. As long as you allow somebody to think that you need them, they maintain power over you. And a narcissist, that's what they look for. They're trying to corner you in a position to make you feel like you need them. And if they have to sabotage you so they can keep that control that you need them, they will. Oh yeah, they will. So, the moment you stop needing their validation, the weakness or the manipulation weakens. Awareness breaks control. Once you become aware, you break that control. Protecting your peace is not selfish. Now that's survival. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's survival. So I think we have established for you what a narcissist is. The patterns to look for. And once you identify them, what to do to break that control. But we've also added in there, it's not just the narcissist to look after, taking control of your mind, but it's everything else around you. Whether it's your favorite TV show, whether it's the countless hours on TikTok, just understand what you put your time, emotion into has a level of control over you and is subconsciously fixing, building, conditioning, programming, whether you want to accept it, believe it, or not. Self-aware is perhaps one of the biggest tools. Your intuition, the one we have been taught not to follow, because we were told we are nothing but a dirty rag by the same one that said is the creator of you. It's time to wake up, to become self-aware, which will equal into awareness of those around you, so that you can come out of her. Come out of her, right? And step into true reality of where you are, what you are. Again, my name is Jimmy Alexandre. Today's show is sponsored by Universal Message. We didn't go into a hot topic today. Time, I want to keep this short. But Universal Message welcomes you, invites you to come in, invites you to subscribe, set the notification and all, that anytime we drop a new video, that you are made aware. It's not for everybody, we realize that. But if you find yourself that you actually feel something, maybe it is for you. Share it. It may be for that next person. So I thank you in advance for that. Until next time, this has been Universal Message. Thank you.
Universal Message. Message universel. Universal Message. Message universel.
Yeah, no, fire burns Babylon system. Yeah, no, fire burns Babylon system. They're burning the earth, no, and killing our youth. But righteousness soon rise and bear the fruit.
Fire under system that trade truth for gold. Fire underground enslaving we bold. They write the story, erase the course. They sell the world from the symbol course. But with the storm that they cannot contain, pulse of the earth, break down this chain. We raise from the dust, reclaim our fame. Fire under system, no more games.
They worship the dollar,
Forget about the soul.
but gold cannot buy
What the truth control.
every lie cry.
Under the sound of the drum.
I say fire, burn the system.
Message universel.
Fire burns Babylon system.
Universal
Babylon
Message.
system.
Message universel.